Alright, you see what's going on, man. We got the Yeezy Pods on feet. Got the Yeezy Pods on feet. And I just walked 6 miles in these things, bro. Just walked 6 miles in these things. So, about to do like a slight little, I don't even know what you want to call it. But you know how we do with the snacks. We got the snacks on decks. The trolleys. Sour bright crawlers, berry. I've been trying, I was looking for the fruit punch, but I ain't seen it. So boom, got those. Now I haven't had this one before. It's the Rockstar Boom. So the fruit punch Rockstar is what I usually go for, and that's 260 calories. But this Boom got an extra 20 calories, so we're gonna see what it do. We're gonna make it do what it do. You feel me? And it's a whipped strawberry, so I don't know how I feel about that, but we're gonna taste it. Let's get drawn out. I had to look, but look. John ain't got no hands on it right now. Here go one. Here go two. So let's boom. In the cigar shop, low key closing like. Now they say, I've heard this multiple times from a barber and from, you know what I'm saying, over here, that Tuesday is a slow day for business. It's just a slow day for business. Like Tuesday, Wednesday, that middle of the week can really like. So some people don't even open up on Tuesdays, like a thing. It can just be a slow day for business. So I might have to push it like this. Alright. Everything trying to fall, man. Okay. Boom. Snatch it back. Fit check, you feel me? Hold on, fit check. Alright, Project Extinction Rich. So I'm gonna have to do a music video for this. with the info. High extinction merch. Yeezy pods on the feet. So, after walking 6 miles in the Yeezy pods, here's my reaction and review. So, they don't scream the comfort of a foam runner or a Yeezy slide. However, and this is for walking purposes, this is for longevity and then spending an extended period of time on your feet. They are more comfortable than 350s. So, one last thing, with Yeezy 350s, the Yeezy 350s has a thick back sole, and then the sole thins out as you move towards the front. Now, somebody who's like an athlete like me, and being a track, I used to run track, you supposed to run on the you know what I'm saying? When I ran track, you supposed to, you feel me? Like you supposed to run on your whatchamacallit, you know what I'm saying? So, that, the 350, if you're on your feet for an extended period of time, well, she got phones on. If you're on your feet for an extended period of time, then the 350s are not comfortable, and it gets very uncomfortable. Like you wouldn't want to walk 5 or 6 miles in Yeezy 350s. Yeezy 450s, completely out the question. Completely out the question. Now, things to notice though. Foam runners, you gonna walk an extended period of time? Foam runners are dope. Now, the foam runner has that big, super cushiony feel to it. You know what I'm saying? And for anybody who like, let me just put it like this way. If you got slides on, you know how hard it is to run with slides on. Like you gotta crunch the front of your toe up to keep the slides on your feet on the third. Foam runners are gonna stay on your feet. So foam runners captures that, you know what I'm saying, enclosing your feet, and it's made all one piece, and then it has that comfort to it. Like it's a big, thick sole that is, and so this is how you used to tell people. When they used to ask me about the foam runners, I ain't even had to whatchamacallit. I would take the foam runner off and just say, here, put your foot in it. Like, it's gonna sell itself. Like, you talking about comfort, the foam runner is the best one. Now, think about the foam runner though. I showed you my other foam runners. Look at my unboxing for the Yeezy pods. And one of my foam runners, wearing them so much. Now, with the 350, the sole is like thicker in the back and it thins towards the front. The foam runner low-key kind of does the same thing, but it's not as dramatic. But the foam runner is thicker in the back and it's not as thick, or you have much of cushion in the front. So that's how you see on mine after so long and so many miles in the tread, the wear and tear on it. I got a hole, and the hole pops up in the front of the foam runner, like at the bottom, front, underneath that part right there. So the thing about the foam runner is it's so squishy and so soft, and it's not third boom. You really feel what you're walking on, and if you walk on something that's uncomfortable, like if you walk on rocks with the foam runners, like you'll feel it. Like you really feel like you're walking on rocks, or you feel like if you step on like those twigs and those little slim pointy things, like you really feel those in the foam runner, and some of those will just poke through and just poke your foot. Like it really feels very uncomfortable like that. So like walking through certain terrain and on grassy parts that have those just rubber like thicket and stuff and mulch and stuff like that with foam runners, you really do feel it. And so like walking in dirt and grass is fine and it's comfortable, but if you get some like some those pointy things, you can start to really feel those. So if you move to like the 450s, yeah, these are really what these are really we're moving very towards that vision that Kanye had. So he wanted shoes without laces and without the tongue on it. Shoes without laces and without the tongue on it. Shoes that kind of do that. And so if you notice, the 350s don't really need laces, don't have a tongue. The 450s don't have a tongue, don't need the laces. The only thing, and so the foam runners, no tongue, no laces at all. Really moving towards there. Now the only thing about the foam runners is all the foam runners do because they have the holes in it and stuff. That does allow for some comfortability and breathability. However, under certain conditions, certain terrains like dirt, you want your foot closed up. So what you saw was a couple of things here. Those I don't even remember what they were called. The banana shoes. They only came out in like 2 colors. I'm pretty sure if you just Google Kanye banana shoe, it's like they came out in all yellow, and those is like a foam runner with a case on it, with the covering around it. You cover up the whole part. Now I don't know if those were actually comfortable or not. I don't know if those were actually comfortable. I don't know what's up there. But these, the 450s are very uncomfortable. But if I had to say something about these, I'm just a minimalist shoe, right? It's a minimalist shoe. I would have appreciated a little more soul. Just a little more. It's just like more thickness. But you see the sole on the 450s. Yeah, because the thing about these, again, walking through certain exercises, it's not uncomfortable. Not as uncomfortable like it's hard and it's flat. It's not penetrable. It's something's not about to just through it. So it has that. So that makes it a little bit better to be walking on just certain types of terrain. And so over time, especially walking, especially like a long distance, certain shoes will, you know what I'm saying, exacerbate a certain type of pain in certain parts of your foot. So with these, I think if I felt any like, yeah, I felt something, you know what I'm saying, but it came from up here, like in this region right here. That's why I felt something. I felt something in this region. But if I stopped walking, like I took a break, I just walked inside of GameStop, I just stood still for a minute, like that pain kind of subsided. Other things I will compliment it for, whatever this material is, so even though it's black, even though it's black, all right, black isn't. You generally get a black because so it doesn't get dirty. But with something like this, and something that I was like kind of like cautious of or whatever, is okay, is it gonna get dust? You know what I'm saying? It's springtime, there's a lot of pollen and such and such, so I was like, I'm about to go walk through this area right here. How dusty is it gonna get? Yeah. You just saw, you seen it. Like, it doesn't attract a lot of dust. A lot of dust is just stick to it, it's not there. And it just doesn't get, that didn't seem like that dirty or that, you know what I'm saying, whatever like that. So I guess the next variable to try it in would be like to see what happens. Getting wet or anything like that, because like with foam runners, they get dirty, but you could just wipe it off. You know what I'm saying? You can wipe it, like, literally just throw some water on it, and it's good. So, they don't really get dirty. A little bit of color for like dust and stuff, like that, just sticking to it. They're not stick to it for real. There wasn't a whole bunch of, because those are things that you kind of like think about as your foot gonna be sliding back and forth. Now, I do wear a 10.5. So my foot is almost like that sweet spot. As far as, so they say if you wear, I think the people who wear like a 9, which is kind of where the size 2 starts. Yeah, you see those 2 dots right there. The people who are at the 9 is where it's supposed to kind of starts. Is I think it's supposed to go from like 9 to like maybe like 12 or 11ish or whatever. So I wear a 10.5, so I'm right in a super sweet spot as far as like not on the edge on that fringe where you might be wearing 1, and definitely not on the other edge is like, oh, you might try to get a 3. I literally wear the 2. My foot, my toe is right here. Yeah, my big toe is right here, so I still have like, there's a lot of room here. I usually wear a 10.5 in other shoes. There's a, like all here, it's just free room. It's free room. And then back here, that's a bone. So if I haven't had to like pull my foot forward or anything like that, I just kept walking. You know what I'm saying? Just kept walking. Yeah, I think this is just cool. So I'm not sure what other people think looking at it from a different angle or view. It just never really looks too bad or anything like that. You really just got socks on. And so like, that's why they're not hard to style at all. You just got socks on your feet, you know what I'm saying? You just got socks on. So, I think the aerial view of looking at it, it looked like Spider-Man shoes. Everybody kept saying ninja, but just the way that opens up like there. I used to draw Spider-Man and stuff like that, so it really just reminded me of Spider-Man. Some type of superhero, right? Some superhero outfit. They all got the same foot. Spider-Man, Superman, they all got the same foot. That's people who draw anime know. If you draw anime, you know the superheroes be having like a foot like that. So I wore them with jeans today. And of course, I think they would look good with joggers. I think they would look really well with joggers. I wore them with jeans. And yeah, just walking around, you look like you just got socks on. That's what I think is hard to style at all. I just don't. But it just, in my opinion, it don't look good with like what is he selling? He's selling the daggone the Vulture merch, those sweatpants. I wouldn't rock it with those, but I don't think it will look good with the baggy jeans or just sweatpants, unless the sweatpants cuff right there. Other than that, if it's that big baggy effect and it's just going back and forth, I don't think that's gonna look clean at all. But I think even with the sizing for those, and then again, it might even look a little bit better if the sweatpants actually come up. Like if the sweatpants come down there and they just I think that's when it starts to look a little because like with these. Yeah. All that is cool. All that is cool. You know what I'm saying? And again, it looks cool when it actually comes up. So some people have been stretching it, or like I don't think none of that really matters. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think like with a baggy whatchamacallit, just that flops over top of it. That's when I think it just starts to look weird. But other than that, I think it's cool. I think it's cool. So. Also, just walking the 6 miles, I was able to, I would say, these dudes taste like cream soda. It tastes whipped strawberry. Whipped strawberry. Tastes like cream soda. I would drink it again. I don't know. I just randomly found it. Usually I just see the other. Actually, I saw both. Actually, I saw the fruit punch one, and then I saw this one. It said bone on it, and the reason it caught my attention because they looked similar. And so I looked at it. I'm like, well, let me see which one. Because sometimes they may have like a 0 calorie. I don't like that if they got 0 whatchamacallits on it. So I went with this one because it had 20 more calories. Just because it had 20 more. The other one has 260 and this one got 280. But what was I about to say? Oh, so the shoe that you're wearing is going to affect your walking speed. You know what I'm saying? Of course. You're wearing like a boot, and especially over time, after a long period of time, something like a boot really feels like you really start to feel how heavy that boot is, and you really start to slow down. And so, with these, I didn't feel like slowing down. I actually walked. I think I walked fast. Like usually, the walk. I'll say this: the walk was supposed to take. It's like I walked over 6 miles. Let me see. I stopped the only thing about it was I stopped twice. You know what I'm saying? I stopped once to get like a video recording, like just on the or over the bridge. And then I stopped again because I saw it. So, you know me, I had the black Jeep. I had a black Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. Whatever you get, I don't know how you trying to say all of those. Rubicon black Jeep Wrangler. I had that, right? And then
get out here, baby.
Alright. I had that. So, and thinking about getting in the car, I've been looking at let me pause. It's on the so and I'm saying this in a good way because it doesn't. You're not gonna the shoe's not gonna your foot not gonna be sliding up and down. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. Even like if you gotta run or whatever, even if you gotta run, don't matter. Even if you gotta run, your foot not gonna be sliding. And so it's tight, and which is good. You know what I'm saying? It's tight right here. For me, this is where it tightens up at, and so it's not. There's no movement or anything, and so you don't really feel anything. You just kind of do just feel that bottom part. So And in that, it's like it's because it's not heavy. You're gonna be walking at a naturally faster pace than if you had any other shoe on your foot. I don't care what other shoe you're talking about. Um, Even if it's a foam runner, foam runners are pretty light too. But over time, I think this one was the better. Like if you're gonna be walking, especially for a long period of time. What's up, boss man?
What's that?
And so, um, yeah, this one I was able to like when I put it on the joint, it said the walk was supposed to take like 2 hours and some change. It might have took me like an hour and 40 instead of 2 hours and some change. So I was able to rock out. But you come at a good time, then.
I know, right?
So I was able to get in, get out. Well, I was able to walk over here pretty fast. I was able to walk over here pretty fast without exhausting too much energy. And so felt, because you know, especially when you walk in a long time, you're like, man, I'm gonna have to sit down. I'm gonna take a break. I got my only break. The only time I stopped walking is when I went to GameStop, but that was after the 5 miles. Like that was like after 5 miles and some change. Then I stopped, but that was just to stop moving. I stopped moving, and I was just looking at the Switch games. And when I'm looking at the Switch games, it just subsided. And so, over time, for longevity, standing on your feet, I think these won. I think these won. Over time, standing on your feet, these won. And especially walking that long distance. Walking that long distance. More comfortable than 350s. I would not have walked this far with 350s on my feet. I would have had to stop multiple times. I would have been complaining. I would have, like, and that's how you can tell if you had to complain about a shoe. Walk 5 miles in the shoe. The 350s will let you know how not comfortable they are. Um, Foam runners, I do think are really well. I don't think that these beat the comfort of a foam runner, even for walking a long distance. So I would put it under the foam runner, but it doesn't scream comfort. However, you can walk a longer period of time with these on. And again, foam runners, if you walk in certain terrain, you will feel stuff poke through your foot. If you walk on anything that might poke your foot or anything like that, you will feel it. With these, because they're that solid, you're not going to feel it. You're not going to feel that. Nothing poking through your foot and this type of thing. That's not, the foam runners are too soft. Foam runners are too soft. These, not that bad. But they don't have, it's not cushioned either. So that's why it's hard to say, oh, it's not like it's super comfortable. Like if you just sitting around lounging around the house, you're not even gonna know you have these on. And so that's why I think, as far as a day-to-day type of thing, I really do think that that's going to start to be a thing too. Let's say you're chilling at home on the couch, and you just want to check the mail, or if you want to take out the trash. It's like if you will have these on your feet and not be thinking nothing about it, and then you can just get up and go take the trash out, get up and go check the mail. You can just get up and keep going, and like you ain't gotta stop living your life. You can just keep these on your feet all day. You're not gonna feel like you got shoes on. So that's what I think. As far as like usability, that's when these really come into play because they like socks. You don't feel like you got nothing on your feet. And since they do have that sole, you ain't got to go try to put no shoes on. You can just get up and go. You know what I'm saying? You can get, if you had to sit there with these on your feet all day, they're gonna win. Foam runners, you're gonna take off. Slides, Yeezy slides, you're still gonna take those on and off. These, you're gonna keep on for a longer period of time, and if you just happen to have to go to the grocery store or do something small, you can just walk out your house and you already got your shoes on, your sock shoes. So that's why I think it's going to really start to really be more of a big deal in that sense, and thinking about something on a day to day, and thinking about something on a day to day. I don't want to hear no copyright. Well, I should. It's two songs playing, so I shouldn't hear no copyright. Shorty popped out there. What's his name? Black Challenger. So I gotta walk back. The walk back is going to be another. I walk 5 miles this way. I gotta walk 5 back. So you know how when you first get shoes, you don't know how, like, you know, if you ever had the Nike runner, the Nike running that, and so I'm like, oh, I had no copyright on playing music, but on the Nike running that, Nike had a feature where you could put whatever shoe that you had up there, so you could track how many miles you ran in your shoe. So it's kind of cool the fact that I know I got these shoes just yesterday, and then I walked 5 miles this way, and I had to walk 5 miles back. Like, I know how long, how many miles I put on these shoes, and so that's going to be that could be a thing when we talk about wearability and like durability, like how long they last and things like that. Durability and how long they last. I'm gonna be able to say, okay, well, I've officially walked this many miles in this shoe, and this is how they looking. This is what's going on with them. So you saw the first day I got them, and so after a 5 mile walk, and then I'm walking for the most part on concrete, and it's most part concrete, a little bit of grass here and there. So we'll really be able to see, because it's not a thick sole at all. It's not a thick sole. So since it doesn't have that thick sole, like, how many miles? That's a question, right? How many miles? How long is it then going to last? And it's a $20 shoe. So how long does that $20 last you? You know what I'm saying? And that's one of my biggest things when I talk to people about shoes and whatnot. Shoes are one thing that shoes in your bed. You gotta sleep every night. You gotta put shoes on every day. So shoes in your bed are two things that you have to invest in. And so that's why it's like when you spend, it doesn't matter, like you spend a couple $100 on shoes, fine. How many, after how many years, how much wear are you gonna get out of that shoe? You know what I'm saying? Then the price and the value of that shoe means so much more, especially if you pay for such, and then it's like, yo, it lasted this long. This is how long it lasted me. So the thing is, about these shoes, at a $20 price point, for $20, how many miles? How long is it gonna last? And what's the age-old question that Tootsie Roll used to have? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll pop? The world may never know. So, how many miles? How many miles will the $20 Yeezy pods last? Now, the $200 ones, I don't know. Those already, you know what I'm saying? People who had those, they already had the issues. They talked about, you know, the stitching, and the stitching broke part coming undone. Right here. This part right here, the people who got the $200 Jones, they talked about a hole happening here. That's a common issue. If you watch any Yeezy Pod review, they're going to say that they got a hole right there. So these are those the Italian ones. Those are $200 Italian Yeezy pods. So with the $20 Chinese Yeezy pods, it seems like they fixed that, and so we're gonna see. We can officially track how many miles. That's gonna have to be a whole nother playlist. It's like I be seeing everybody always content. It's like, oh shoot, I gotta make another playlist to just sort this and that, boom, boom. But we'll be able to. I'll make sure I document it. I'll make sure I document it. So I'll make a playlist. First video in there. Well, I don't know if I really have to make a playlist for them because I have a Yeezy playlist. So yeah, I don't need to do that. I'll just be able to say, okay. Every time I add a new video to the Yeezy playlist with the Yeezy pods on, I'll just say, okay, I've now walked this many miles in this shoe. The next thing I have to do with these shoes are ride my bike. Now I told you, in riding my bike, the pedal is metal. Put the pedal to the metal. The pedal is metal, and riding my bike with foam runners on, it really. Oh shit! I heard the wind. She was winning like that when the first two songs was playing. Like I thought it would be okay because both of their cars have music on, so I didn't know if they would be able to. You know what I'm saying? Because you two gonna listen to the whole thing, and I ain't know if they would hear it and be able to identify the song. But now it's just one jank playing the music, so they might be like, oh, you know, this song was in there and this song was being played. But so, I was gonna try to thought. We walking in these. Oh, riding the bike. Phone runners, like I told you, if you're walking on any spiky thing, anything rocky, they are soft, but you will feel whatever you're walking on, and that's it's a slight knot, but it's not a crazy knot. It just depends on what you're walking on. But when I rode my bike, when I rode my bike with with the Yeezy pods, I mean with the foam runners, it hurt. You know what I'm saying? It hurt. So now I don't think I'll anticipate that same hurt or feeling with this one because I'm not going to feel the metal as much. These are pretty. They have a solid underfoot and solid back. So hold on, let me see if I can move to the other side real quick without. I hope that over here the signal, the Wi-Fi signal going there a little low, but I'm hoping that the music is loud. You know it's also so crazy right now. You know what I be thinking about, bro? Because it's like, you know, people who like steal and do certain things, it comes from a lack mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have this. I don't feel like I have a way to get this. And so this is how I feel like I gotta go ahead and get this, right? So somebody has a bike right here. And that's a nice bike. It looked like one of them electric bikes. It looked like one of them electric bikes. And it's like, bro, that just ain't got me. Let me see if I got a lock on over there. See if I got a lock on over there. I don't know. I don't know if it has a lock on over there. You would think because you're on the inside and you can see through the window. That was not nothing. I used to run track. Go crazy, man. Cause like I could just go through could just take that bike. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take that bike. Would that be their karma? Would that be their karma? That would be so crazy. They're already riding a bike. That's their only mode of transportation. That's stuff I didn't want to do. That's stuff I didn't want to do. Because there was these two young boys. One had the bike, one was pushing the cart. And then they both poured over and dragged on. The one boy left his bike there. I'm like, bro, why would you leave your bike? I'm tired of walking too. I said, man, I took that bike. I was gone. I was gone. But I didn't ride the bike today because one, I really wanted to test these Yeezy pods out, and two, riding the bike up the hill, those hills, bro, I don't think you don't understand if you don't ride no bike, bro. And I ain't talking about no mountain bike. The mountain bike will help you, but the other John, a regular bike going up the hill, I walk it up. I walk it up the hill, bro. And that jump is taxing on your, what's this, your thighs, your quads. That jump is taxing. So I don't even do it. I don't even want to go through that. I did an easy bike ride yesterday, and I was like, nope, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it today. Thank goodness. That music went out. Thank goodness that music went out. I did the walk because just to switch up the energy for the day, just to confuse myself, wake yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going through day in, day out. And so I stopped at GameStop. Now, I do not care for Let's Go Evie and Picture. And so the crazy part is, I don't actually want sword shit like that before me. Alright. So I go to GameStop. They got Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I already got both of those. You know what I'm saying? I got both of them. But I'm like, yo, do y'all still do trade-ins and whatnot? He's like, yeah, we do trade-ins. They're gonna rip you off though. He was like, if you trade something in, you gonna get the most money for Arceus. He said, if you trade in Arceus, mind you, let's go back. Pokemon Sword and Shield. No. They only got it for used, and it costs $45. Used, pre-owned, Pokemon Sword and Shield is $45. Nah, I told you, I never even played the Sword and Shield because they had the whole Mega Evolutions, and I don't really rock with the Mega Evolutions. Then, all he did have though on shelf was, he had Scarlet and Violet, and I already got Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet, 60. And so that's what he said. He said if you trade in Scarlet, Violet, or Arceus, then you'll get $25 for one of them games. So Arceus 25, Scarlet 25, Violet 25. And whatchamacallit was pre-owned. The Sword and Shield was $45. So I was like, let's see here. If I'm going to trade some stuff in, I do not care for Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu. Like, the only reason I needed it was to get, so when you play Arceus, you needed save data, which means you had to at least played and saved your game from one of them, Eevee or Pikachu. And so if I was doing things like the smart way or whatever, I would have got one of them, and then I would have got, instead of getting both of them, I would have just got the sword and shield. But I didn't know that on Arceus, you would need save data to get unlock certain Pokemon. And I wasn't worried about it because I had got everything. I got all the Pokemon games except for the sword and shield. So I'm sitting there talking to him, so I'm like, in order to get the sword and shield, just one of them, pre-owned, $45, I would have to trade in 3 games. And so he was like, if you trade in the Eevee or the Pikachu or whatever, if I traded in like Eevee and then like Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, I would still need $15 more. So thank you for engaging. Thank you for engaging. What you vote for? Yeezy paws on my feet. Facts, you feel me? The cigar shop just closed. Well, this one did. I know another one, but that's like how many miles? But I'm keeping track of how many miles I got. I'm doing in these days. But I would have to basically trade in 3 games. I have to trade in 3 games to get Sword or Shield. And I don't even know if I'm gonna really like it for real. I just want the save data. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you for the likes. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted the game for real. So, but, and now I'm in the space, right, of what should I do? I don't like Eevee or Pikachu as a game, and I don't care to have them or play them. And so now it comes down to, I could trade in Eevee, Pikachu, and either Shining Pearl, thank you for the light, and either Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. I could do either one of those, right? I got all 4 of those games. If I trade in 3 of them, I can get the Sword and Shield for free. But I be thinking about longevity on some, that's 3 games, you know what I'm saying? If you sit back and like, yeah, here's all my Pokemon games, da-da-da, boom, boom. Like, I would be down, I'm gonna trade in 3, get 1, so I'll be down 2 games. I would trade in 3. And I'm saying down 2 games as far as total Pokemon games that I would have on the Switch. I don't know. But I don't think I'm actually even going to play Sword and Shield. The only reason I'm just going to have it, so it's like, and I asked him, well, which one should I get? He was like, it really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it's like Sword or Shield. Now I'm in this space, like, you know me, I'm an artist. I'm going to look at the cover. And so, the cover. So whichever one has the better cover is the one I'll probably get. And I would honestly trade in Eevee and Pikachu. Now, I don't think that I beat one of them. Like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I beat one of those. I'm not sure which one I beat, but I beat one of them. And I gotta look at that. So, cause like technically what I want, like the only reason you get both of them is because you gotta complete the Pokédex. There's some that's on this game and there's some that's on this game. And so to only complete the whole game, you need both of the games. So technically what I kinda need I would need to just be able to get all the Pokemon from one of those, put them on the one, which I don't know which one I beat either. I beat the one, whichever one had Tyranitar, that's the one I beat. Because if I couldn't get Tyranitar on it, then I wasn't working with it. So, whichever one I could do that, I would just, you like farming, I would just take the Pokemon off of this one, put it on that one, but I need another Switch. I need another Switch to do that. So, or I gotta find somebody. I gotta be able to find somebody like, yo, you have a Switch? Okay, man, these are Pokemon I need, bro. And what Pokemon do you need? And so can we just switch these and like, you get the ones that I need and I get the ones you need? We just switch those off just so I can complete this Pokédex over here. Like, because I don't play those no more, so it's not like I really am that invested into it anyway. Oh, I ain't trading my Tyranitar, but I'll trade you a Larvitar. Stop playing. So that's the thing. So I mean, technically, I could do that. Do I want to do that? Because I haven't, like, I beat Arceus, but I haven't played it in a minute. And all I need is the save data. So really, all I need is really, that's the thing, man. If I was really trying to do anything, I would. Here's those things in life where you know somebody could technically make it easy for you, but they just depending on who you are, how you act, and your relationship with them is how things will go. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're trying to get an A in a class and you need that 1 point, if you don't got that relationship with that teacher, it's gonna be very hard. Whereas somebody who has a relationship with that teacher is gonna be able to get that, you know what I'm saying, that point or whatever. And so I don't even want the game for real. I just need to be able to put it in my Switch. I need to just find somebody who has sword or shield. He said he was playing sword or shield. Bro, that's why I need to be able to ask him like, yo, can I just put the game in here just to save? That's all I want to do, man. That's what I just want to save. I don't even want the game for real. Can I just put it in here, get to a part where I gotta save, and then that's it. I don't even want the game for it. I still don't want the game. Because if I had to give up 3, I would give up. See, that's the thing. I wouldn't mind giving up Eevee, Pikachu, and then the Shining Pearl. I wouldn't mind giving them those 3 up. But then as far as longevity goes, it's like you don't need both of them anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I would rather keep either the Eevee or the Pikachu. Keep one of those. Keep one of the Shining Pearls. And it's the 3rd game. What other game? I got Mario Kart though too. I don't even be playing Mario Kart. And I got Metroid. I don't be playing Metroid. But I wanted to play Metroid. What games could I trade in? I could trade in Eevee or Pikachu, one of them. Shining Pearl or Brilliant Diamond, one of them. I don't really play Mario Kart, but I just feel like it's just cool to have Mario Kart when you like entertaining. Cause like when I was teaching, I played Mario Kart with my students, and so that was just cool. Like that was a good Mario Kart's a good multiplayer game to have, just to have in your arsenal. Yeah, this Mario Kart, and then I got this fitness game, that Ring Fitness. I might need to trade that one in. Cause I don't play it. I'm not even sure if I still have the ring to play it. It was cool. The Ring Fitness. I really don't know if I have that ring. I don't know if I left it or not. Play that game. Metroid. I think that's one of the games I had. So I could try to make it work. I could walk. I could come back up here. And you're like, yeah. Here's some. Here's. Let me get this sword and shield. I don't want the sword and shield. You know, it's like, that's the thing. You be trying to collect. You're not trying to lose nothing. Like, I'm not trying to give you 3 games and just walk out with 1. I'm down. Like, yeah, like I said, I'll be down 2 games. I'm not trying to do that for the work, man. Even if I don't play them, it's just about, I have more. So all I need is to save it. I just gotta find somebody who's playing sword and shit. Like, yo, can I just save? But I have it on my mind. I at least could do that. And because one of my biggest things right now in life is like what happens on the other side. You know what I'm saying? And see, all of this is also a form of impatience because I can get to another point in life. I got a job interview tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I got a job interview tomorrow. So technically, I can go to the job interview. I get this new job. I start working. I could just buy the game. You know what I'm saying? I could just buy the game right now. This is a form of impatience. I'm saying talking about trading in games or losing that third, but that's to get instant gratification. That's to get it right now. That's to get it right now.